This conference will now be recorded.
All right. Good morning, everyone. So today we are going to discuss about the continuation of the yesterday's topic, that is Jira Service Desk. And then let me quickly rephrase whatever the topics that we have covered yesterday, and then we will move on to the other topics today. So yesterday we have installed the Jira Service Desk. How to install this Jira Service Desk? There are two options. We discussed about the two options. You can directly go to the Atlassian site and download Jira Service Desk and then install it by using the upload option under the manage apps. Or you can come here, you can click on the settings, and then you can go with the applications. Under the applications, there is a direct option wherein like you can use on a single click you can install it. Once that is done, it will ask for the license. How to go with the license? You need to go to the my.atlassian.com to evaluate the license. So once you get into this particular link, and then you'll get a license and you can paste the license. Once you paste the license, that's it, done. We have successfully installed Jira Service Desk application into our Jira software. But here there are two options yesterday we discussed. One is, if you wanted to install only Jira Service Desk, you can download the latest version and install. If you want to install along with Jira software, there is a version compatibility you need to check. So for 8. Jira software 8.13.9 version, which is the compatible version, we have to verify and we need to download. If you click on this option here, yesterday we see one option called install Jira Service Desk. So today it is not there, since the reason is it is already installed. Okay, so this up to this particular part we discussed, and then we created one customer service project. This is a service desk project yesterday we created. So today what we are going to discuss is, we are going to discuss about the complete interface of this particular thing, and then from end user perspective. So from end user, this is the end user perspective. Like let's take an example of, I'm new to Jira Service Desk, I don't know anything. So I entered into the company, they'll ask us to log into this portal. So once I get the access, then only I can do anything with Jira. Like that is what I got the information. Okay, so what I will do, I will come to this page and then I will sign up for my account. And before that, yesterday we discussed about a couple of users, so logged in users. And in our previous classes, class 1 and class 2, we discussed about Jira application is per user license. Okay, which means whenever we are creating a user here, we are consuming one license. Let's quickly go to the user management section. Okay, so you see here under this one, I can see the groups: Jira administrator, Jira service desk, and Jira software users. By default, this person Kumar is entered into as an administrator for Jira service desk, Jira administrator, and Jira software. And application access, this person has, Kumar has application access of Jira service desk and Jira software. So what is this? And this person don't have any application access. These persons have only Jira software access. But by using this Jira software access, yesterday they can able to log into Jira service desk, but not into the Jira service desk portal. Here there are two options, guys. If you can able to access this project, means you have Jira service desk access. Okay, if you have, you can able to log in with your credentials. Let's take an example of user 1. Password would be password. Now I can see this customer service portal, customer service project. So this is what exactly, this is the page where we can raise our questions or we can create our issues. Okay, once we create these issues, who will work on it? So we are an end user. Let's take an example of yesterday's discussion. Yesterday we discussed about HP company, HP laptop company. I purchased, I'm a customer to HP company. Okay, now I am a customer here. What I can do, I can come to this particular page. I need some technical support help. Okay, so my laptop is not working. This is what the request I have raised. Okay, here I can see only the description and then the summary, and I wanted to add more fields so that I can specify it. So as an end user, which means I am the customer of HP company, since I am using HP laptop, I am the end user. I raised my ticket here. I raised my issue here. Now, who will take this issue? There should be someone from Jira Service Desk who will work on these issues. Who are they? Is nothing but they are the licensed administrators. Here, under the user management, you can see here, I can see only one person is added into Jira Service Desk users. So these are just the Jira software users, and then the corporate express is the group that we have created. Now, what we can do is, if you go to the applications, under the application access. So Jira Service Desk, by default, Jira Service Desk users, only one user. If you wanted to add any more persons into this group, then let's see what will happen. So what I will do is, I will add user. So let's take an example of user one. I'm just picking user one, and here application access. You can see here this Jira software as well as Jira Service Desk. So if I give this option as well, and we logged in as a user one here, and I see only the customer portals are for now. If I log out, again log in as user one. So here you can see we have added user one to the service desk, but still I am not able to see the project. So what exactly happening is, even though we added a user to the service desk, we have to add that specific user to the project. So once we add that user into the project, and then that person should have the Jira Service Desk access, then only it should work. There are two options, guys. For normally for Jira software, once you add the user, it will be done. They can able to access it. However, in order to access this Jira Service Desk, okay, we created one project here. This project has the project settings. If you go to the project settings, under the project settings, users and roles, there is no user 25 is a service desk customer. We created this user manually. Now add user to a role, user one, choose a role. I'm selecting it as a administrator and add. Now I have added user one. If I reselect it, now you can see here under the customer service desk project, I can see the customer service project. This is the one we are logged in as a user one. He can able to see it. In order to access this project, we have give the permissions to this project, as well as the person should have the Jira Service Desk license. Let's take an example. I added that person into the project, and what I will do is I will come here. I will remove the access as Jira Service Desk. Okay, I just removed this person's Jira Service Desk access. If I refresh, snap, you cannot view this page. See that? So for Jira Service Desk, you need a Service Desk agent access as well as You need to, in order to access a service desk project, you have to have the project access. Okay, so user management licensing part we are clear, I believe. The next topic, I will give you one more example for the user management. Let's take an example of one company. Okay, so let's take an example. I'm working for one laptop company or one service based company or a Flipkart. So if we are working on Flipkart, let's take an example. I'm a Flipkart user. Okay, so user, what he will do, he will purchase something. He purchased a product. But for some reason, you want that product to be replaced, or you wanted to talk to a service person, or else like the agent who can help you to update for a couple of things in this product. Okay, so need to talk to an agent for changing address. So what you will do, you will call Flipkart team and then you will tell that I wanted to change the address. You wanted to change the address, or you have another option, you can raise a ticket that is for change address. So what it will do, it will ask us the current address and then it will ask us the new address, and once you submit it. So this is from our end, from customer side. Okay, from customer side we want to change the address for the product to get delivered. So let's take an example from Flipkart. So from Flipkart side, there should be someone who should take action on this ticket we created. That person is nothing but service desk agent. So for our services, from customer perspective, whatever the service we need, there should be someone to assist us. Is nothing but service desk agent is a person. That person should have the service desk agent access. Then only he can log in to Jira service desk as an agent and he can work on this particular ticket. So I can show you that ticket. So let's take an example of, I'm a customer user 25. I will log out from here, log in again, user 25, password is password. 1 minute. Password is password. Users and roles, user 25. Oh, I'm logging into this particular portal, so that's why. So remember guys, the customer portal link is different and then Jira service desk portal link is different. Yeah, I'm just copying it. logged in. Login is user 25, password is okay. This account is logged. I will log in with user 26 .com. User 26, password is password. Okay, now I logged in as a user 26. So let's take an example. This is a Flipkart portal. Okay, I need some assistance with changing the address. So what I can do, I can change address. I will upload that information and then I will create a request. So from our end, as a customer, I purchased a product. I wanted to change the address of the product. I can raise a ticket. There should be someone from Flipkart team or the product based company side team who can pick this ticket and work on it. So who will pick this ticket? The person who has Jira service desk access and that person who has the customer service project access only can pick this ticket and work on it. So if I see that, now I can see that change address is the one. So I'm an administrator. You can see this icon. So I'm an administrator. So I can see this ticket. So once I open this ticket, I can assign to any one of my Jira service desk agents. Okay. So I cannot assign to anybody, only I can assign it to Jira service desk agents. So far, we did not have any Jira service desk agents. If I go to the users and roles, and if I open up the user one, and what I will do is, under the users and roles, we have user 1, user 25 and user 26. So user 1 is an administrator, user 25 is a service desk customer, and you see that there is an option called service desk team. So what I will do is, this user 1 has administrator access. However, I will do one thing. I will open up a new window and then I will try to log in localhost -8080 with user 1 and password as password. Okay, I logged in to the user 1 and I can see this project. Under this project, I can see this person's access. Okay, since user 1 is an administrator, if I change this to service desk or a service desk team, just try to understand, guys. So far, this person has administrator access and this person can see project settings and he can make any changes under the project settings. Now, immediately what I did, I just changed the options. Now, if I refresh this page, this person has all the permissions and you can see here only limited issues, timesheets, test automation. Okay, so this person has all the options but only limited. Service desk team, if I remove this service desk team and if I give this administrator access, and again I'm going back to this place, and if I refresh, I can see more options here. User 1 is an administrator 9 minutes ago. Okay, let's see, this person has the direct service desk access or not. Yeah, Jira service desk. So I have given this Jira service desk access. Then if I refresh, now you can see more options. So this person as a user 1, based upon the permissions and the licenses only, it should work. This is one part. Now we are clear about it. Okay, now what I will do is I will close all the other tabs. Okay, now you can see here, welcome to help center. What do you need help with? Localhost -8080 service desk customer portal. Here the popular project yesterday we created is customer service project. Today what I'm going to do is I will create one more service desk project. Create project, service desk customer IT service desk project. IT service desk project ISD. Now IT service desk project has been created. Here I can see this one. If I go to this particular page, I'm logging out and user 26. Just now we created this user. Password as password. Okay, this is one time login only. Password as password. User 2. So when I come to the user 2, I can see only one project, customer service project. Why I am not able to see the other project? We have created one more project just now, IT service desk project. If you come here, if you go to the project settings, customers who have account on the Jira site, other customers in their organization. Okay. And this person, the user 2, this is a little confusing thing. For now, customer service project can access by everyone. I am going to help center. If when I click on the help center, I can see one more option called IT service desk project. This is the project just now we created. There is multiple options here, which means in real time there will be multiple service desk options. As per our requirement, we can create one service desk option for a specific team. Let's take an example of a software development team. They need some internal work to be done. In that case, we can create an internal project, service desk project, and we can configure it. Now I wanted to do it for globally. In that case, I can change the settings and then I can do it globally. How to do it globally? Now we are going to discuss that options as well. Let me go to this project. Under this one, queue. Within the queue, I can see all open unassigned issues assigned to me, waiting on me, incidents, and all these options. I can move anything from anywhere to anywhere. This is my queue. Okay. If I click on customers, these are all the customers I can see. And then reports. The same reports last time we discussed about it, created versus resolved, how many created, how many resolved, time to resolution. These are all the reports which is available. You can go through these individual reports. And timesheets, since we are using Tempo timesheets as a third party add-on, you can see this option called timesheets. You can add the timesheets accordingly. Open. So this is a third party add-on, Tempo timesheets. Now when I go to the project settings, here the project settings, get help. This is, we are in the project IT service desk. Okay, I am opening that project, IT service desk project. So the common request, login and account, computers, applications, service and infrastructure. These are the groups I can see here. Now I wanted to change this one with multiple groups, or else I wanted to change the name of these groups. How to change the name of these groups is nothing but go to the project settings of this particular project. We are in the project settings of IT service desk project. You can see here common request. is the first group. Common request is the first group. Okay, login and account. You can see login and account. Computers. You can see computers. Application, server and infrastructure. If you want to change the name of this common request, what I will do is I will edit it common request for September batch. Okay, I just updated it, and then if I refresh this page, now you can see here common request for September batch. Like that, you can add more groups. How to add group? This is September group. If I added a new group, in this group, under the common request, I can see these many number of request names, and then the issue type. Here again, it's a small tricky thing. Request name, we can use one issue type for multiple request names. You can see here service request. This is just a one issue type, which we got this issue type from Jira service desk incident, which we got it from Jira service desk. However, I can use the same issue type for multiple options. Let's September group. Let's take an example of HR request. I wanted to use HR request for service request. Create a new request type, and then HR request, domain request. I wanted to put some supply chain request. I can put the same issue type for multiple request names. Okay, and then project access request. I can use the same service request only, and I can create it. Now, under the September group, I have created couple. Now, delete access. Just created one different issue type also. I'm giving change as an issue type. If I go to this place and if I refresh this, I can see September group. Under the September group, I can see delete access. For delete access, this is the page. Now, under the Jira service desk project, within the project, I created this particular things. I created this request name, and for this request name, I have given this change as an issue type. Now you can see here edit fields. If I click on this edit fields, let's see what's going on under this fields. So under this field, I see only summary. If you want to add more, like these are all the fields which is there in our project. Okay, I can select all and I can apply. Okay, now I have selected, for now I have selected all the fields. If I refresh it, now you see that for delete access, I can see these are the options available. So how come we got all these fields? These fields are already available in our Jira. So based upon that, whatever the fields you want, you can add it accordingly. The page will open. So this is all about the request types, and you can create the groups. You can create multiple groups as per the requirement, and you can add the groups and you can delete the existing groups. Okay, now we got to know about this request type. What is the request type, and then how to add users into the request, how to add request name, and then how to add the issue types. For suppose I want to add my own issue type. So in that case, you can create an own issue type, and then you can associate with it. And then customer permissions, who can raise request? Customers who are added to the project. As we discussed, let's take an example. For this particular project, I wanted to use customers who are added to this project. So the name of this project is IT service desk project. So other customers in their who can customers share request with any customer by typing okay. For now I'm using other customers in their organization. Customers who are added to this project only can raise the request. Now if I go to this particular project, if I go to the help center, I'm not able to see IT project. Why? See this option. In the few minutes back, I see till now we are opening the in the same page we are opening the IT project. Now I am not seeing that IT service desk project anywhere. The reason for that one is customers who are added to the project. Now let's add that person into our project by going into users and roles. What I will do, add user, that is user 1. I will give service desk agent access. Okay, this person is a service desk team access. Okay, now if I refresh this page again, sorry, I'm giving this user as an administrator. Customers who are added to this project, I have added this person into this project, and other customers in their organization. Okay, users and roles, I have added user 1 as an administrator and service desk team, and also let me see whether that person has the Jira service desk access or not. User management, open settings, admins. Yeah, this person has the Jira service desk access as well. Log out and log in with user 1 and then password as password. Okay, now I can see it. IT service desk project and customer service desk project. Let me do the same activity once again. I'm closing all. For our project, what is the name of the project? IT service desk project. For this particular project, we are under the project settings and we discussed about the request types under the customer permissions. Excuse me. Yeah, sorry. Customers who are added to the project. Now what I will do, how to add the users into the project is nothing but you can come down, you see that option called users and roles. We already discussed about this one in the Jira software as well. So apart from Jira software, only this tab is new. The rest everything is same. You can add issue types, you can go to the issue types, you can add issue types, you can add workflows, you can add more screens, you can add more fields, you can add the priorities, versions, components, everything is same. Only this part is different, is this part is additional in Jira service desk. Okay, now I went to here users and I'm just removing user 1 for, I will remove this user from the project. So only administrator, Kumar is the only administrator who is into this particular project. Now if I refresh this page, I can go to the help center. I can see only the customer service project. Okay. Now the reason for that one is for this particular project under the customer permissions, customers who are added to the project. So when I go to the this particular project users and roles, there is only one person. If I add one more, that is user 1 as a service desk team and then add, What I will do, I will go to this place and I will refresh it. Now I can see IT service desk project, and then I can see that all the options available. Okay, now we got to know for one customer permission and customers who have account on the Jira site. So what is this account on the Jira site? Which means the persons who are able to access Jira can able to access this project. Okay, anyone can email the service desk and raise a request on this portal. So yesterday we have discussed about this option. And then who can customers share request with other customers in their organization? So what is this share? Share is nothing but if you open up any ticket. So I can see that there is one request under my name, that my laptop is not working. If I open it up, you can see this option called share. I can share it with whom? Type the email address or organization. Within the company only, you can search for any other user, and then you can add that person and you can share your issue with that person, or any customer by typing an email ID. So if I select this option, I can share with any new email IDs. xyz@123.com. I can use these options. I can share it. So as per that options, we can share it. Okay, 1 minute, let me refresh. Then I can see this option, share. Once it is shared, you can see this option called shared with user one. If I share it with xyz123.com, when I click on share, an email will be shared to this particular person also. And any customer or organization by searching in this project. So you can search with this particular options. You can share. Sharing is nothing but when you create your issue, you wanted to share this one, you can use these options and then we can share it based upon the permissions. So couple of projects, what they will do, they wanted to share this issue within their project people only, and couple of people, what they wanted to do, they wanted to share this issue within their company, and couple of projects, what they wanted to do, they wanted to share this issue with the entire globally. In that case, you can use the following options and you can do it. All right, I hope we are clear about this customer permissions. And language support. What is this language support? For now, we are using English. If you want to add any other languages, there are like default languages. These many number of languages are there. You can select anything and then you can do it. And portal settings. So the name of the project is IT Service Desk Project. Welcome, you can raise IT Service Desk Project request for the options provided. Okay, introduction text. If I go here, Help Center, IT Service Desk Project. Welcome, you can raise a IT Service Desk project. What I will do is, welcome to training. I will give it like this. I update and then I go back to this portal, refresh. Welcome to Jira Training September batch. So whenever you are creating a service desk project, you wanted to define something, you can define it like this. Okay, this is the portal settings. First one is introduction text. If you have any logo, use a custom logo for this one. No logo, what I will do, I will go to the desktop, I will use less logo and then save logo. And if I refresh it, so this is my company, I'm working for this company, and this is the IT service desk project. So now you can see here, this is the logo for my company. I can use it like this. Announcements, view and change your customer portal announcements. So if you click on this option, announcements, example, announcement subject is there is an outage for Jira. Please make sure do not create any tickets between 10 to 11 a.m. So I'm just planning to upgrade my Jira application and I wanted to notify each and every person. So I can save the changes here. Okay. So under this is under the Google Chrome, we are doing it. Okay. Within the Google Chrome only, I just clicked on view and change the announcements. So once I change this announcement, if I go to this particular place and refresh, there is an outage for Jira. Please make sure that do not create any tickets between 11 a.m. 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. This is the information that I am delivering. Anyone wants to create a ticket, they will read out this information and then they will come to us, or they will not create the tickets between the following time. Once we are done with the outage and how to remove that announcement, again come to this particular place and then just remove the announcement and save changes. That's it. Again go to this other browser, refresh, the outage has been done and we can remove the announcements. Okay, now we got to know about the announcement. And who can agents add announcements to this portal? No, only Jira or project administrators can add announcement. If you select this option, any service desk agent also can allow these options. Agents are not allowed to change the help center options. You can change the settings under the Jira service desk configuration pages. So again, we have to go to the configuration page if we are selecting this option. Now email requests. So since we are not using any outgoing mail server, if you are using it, you can go with it. So for now, we don't have any email request, outgoing email server, so we cannot discuss anything here. Customer notifications. Yes,
Praveen,
yes.
actually we can configure our Outlook server also in this.
So we don't have any Outlook server so far. We did not created
Mhm.
any server, right?
But in
So this
the
is, mhm.
but in the
Yes,
real
yes.
time scenario, if we want to add some kind of our Outlook server, so how we can manage that?
See, this option you can learn easily in the real time also. Email request. This is here what you will do is whenever someone is requesting via an email, then automatically the tickets will get created. That kind of configuration will be there. Or else like customers must have existing account to email request. So I will try to check is there any option to configure the mail server. Okay. So if that option is there, I will share you that information by tomorrow. If not, in the real time you can easily get it.
Okay,
So
and this is for the service deck, and but while we are using in our internal environment, like within the project, so we can also configure our Outlook server to this.
yes, you can do it. So irrespective of internal or external, okay. So this is your project. In your project you have 10
Yes,
people. Okay. So those 10 people only have the access to
correct.
this project. So even though you are using this particular any one of the account, Google, Microsoft, Yahoo, and any other things, Outlook or something like that. So what you will do, you will just configure it. Whenever you made any change, an email will be triggered from that particular account to the respective person. That's it.
Yeah, got it, Praveen.
Okay. So this is
Okay,
nothing,
thank you.
nothing here under the email request. So when we configure it, automatically an email will be triggered. So by default, Gmail, by default, if you are using any Outlook or any third party emails or mail configurations. So based upon that, and you configure that mail with your Jira application, and let's say like I have created a ticket, I want this ticket to get updated, notified to the reporter or assignee. An email should be triggered to them. How that will happen means by using this outgoing mail server. So for mail server, outgoing mail server, there will be a dedicated AD team. AD team will be dealing with this mail server configuration. We do not have that particular information in our hands. So since we are just the Jira administrators. So with our Active Directory team or IDAM team within the real-time scenarios, Active Directory team will get in touch with us and then they will configure the outgoing mail server for us. This is how the email request we will get. The next is customer notifications. So if you wanted to change couple of templates, or if you wanted to change the language or account verification email, and there are a couple of tools, rules which we have, like the default rule. When we created a request, when customer creates a request in this portal or send an email to your email channel, or your service desk sends a confirmation that the request was received. If you want to edit it, you can edit that particular information, just confirming that you got a request, we are on it. You can make this one: thank you for your ticket, we are working on your ticket, it will take minimum 2 to 3 working days to fix it, please allow us some time, send me a test mail. So since we have the we don't have the email configured, so once in real time, if the email is configured, then automatically an email will be triggered to the users who created any tickets. And then satisfaction settings. So by default, how was your our service for this request? So rate the service. So we can get it from 5-star rating, 2-star, 3-star, like that. And knowledge base. So here we are getting a new thing called Confluence. Link to Confluence Cloud or link to Confluence server or data center. So going forward, we are going to link our Jira application to a Confluence. So we will be installing the Confluence data center as well in one class. That's a that's an external thing, but still I'm going to show you that how are we going to link it. And also I will show you how to link this particular knowledge base with Confluence. So what is Confluence? Confluence is nothing but a shared documentation wherein like you can put any information over there and you can use it as a knowledge base. Okay. And the next is SLAs. Here it comes. This is one of the very important thing. Each and every company has their own SLAs. Let's take an example of Flipkart. If I purchase a product, within how many days the product should get delivered? Within 2 to 3 business days, I should get that product, or else the customer will feel bad and then he don't want to go with Flipkart or any product based company or any product within that particular website. Which means to satisfy the customer, they have to be dedicated SLAs. That SLAs, how to configure that SLAs? We can come here, we can configure and we can track the SLAs. And there are calendars. So since we are working in India, like we are GMT plus 5:30. So if someone is working from Eastern Standard Time, US, and then if our company's project is in multiple countries, wherein like they have dedicated different time zones, timelines. So what we can do in that case, as per our requirements, we can create our own calendars. So how to add the calendar? It's very easy. You can select the time zone, which time zone you are in, and then what is the working days, how much time you are working, okay, and then how many shifts per day you have. Accordingly, if you have any holidays, we can add the holidays and we can do it. And once again, I will discuss you in detail about the SLAs, calendar, automation, and incident management. So automations, let's take an example. I got a high priority ticket. High priority means it has to be resolved within 1 hour. So whenever I get a high priority ticket, I want an email to trigger each and everyone in the service desk, so that some or the other person should look into it and then they take action. And also whenever we get any high priority tickets, immediately the ticket should get assigned to someone. or the manager of the service desk. Like that, I wanted to do couple of automations. How to do that couple of automations? We can use this automation option and we can add the rules. So what kind of rules we can want, you can use that, or else you can customize your own custom rules. And we will discuss each and everything in detail again. And incident management. Discard. Okay. So incident management. So far we are discussing about the service desk. So as I told you, Atlassian has multiple options, multiple tools. Jira Software, Jira Core, Jira Data Center, Jira Cloud, as well as along with that Jira, we have Confluence, we have Trello, we have OpsGenie, we have Jira Service Management, we have Jira Align. Everything is integrated with one another. And also Jira under the Atlassian, we have Bitbucket, also for repository work and all. So here, since we are in the service desk, most of the people are addicted to incident management. So how to make the changes and the change request, how to follow the change request. So those options are not available in Jira software. So that's the reason this is a new tool implemented in Atlassian Jira Service Desk. Is nothing but you can integrate your Jira Service Desk with OpsGenie incident management tool. We will do it again. I will show you how to integrate this one as well. I will show you, we will create a cloud OpsGenie site and then we will integrate with our Jira. Okay. And the rest of the topics all are same. And within the service desk, the pending work is SLAs, calendar, automation, and incident management. So that's all for the day, guys. Any questions so far?
Praveen,
Yes,
for
yes.
this kind of situation, we have to create a new workflow, or we can have the existing workflow. We can add here the existing workflow.
You can do anything. You
Okay.
don't, if you are not liking your workflow, existing workflow, create a new workflow
Uh,
and associate with it.
no, no. While in the project, like in the previous class, we have created some kind of workflows.
Yes, the
So
same
that
thing you can do it
workflow,
here. So
okay.
within the service desk project, so far I have discussed only the new things. Let's take an
Mm-hmm.
example. I want a new issue type. I can go to this issue types, actions, edit issue type, use a different schema, edit issue types. So I have all these issue types available. That is case study. These are the issue types that we created at
Yes,
the time
yes,
of.
yes.
So you can do the same thing here.
Yeah. In our market case study project, we have created this. Yes.
So like the same way, this is completely relevant to Jira software. So 90%
Mm-hmm.
of work, what we discussed in the Jira software is the same in the Jira service desk. However, the additional steps are these ones. And out of these additional steps, most of these are only the interface related stuff. And tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
what we are going to discuss is a bit tricky. And then we have to discuss, this is important things, that is SLAs, automations, and incident management.
Okay, Praveen.
Yeah. Any other questions, guys? All right. So that's all for the day. Tomorrow we will be discussing about the SLAs, and then we will move on to the next topic. Thank you. Thank you, guys.